will be given up and will reset as the flash away as Doran was making his way over. Beryl now in trouble. Does manage to buffer the hook pretty nicely as Ona flashes towards him, aiming, trying to get this Nocturne out of there as a public execution. Max range from Doran! And they're able to take down Beryl for first blood.
Does mean he's down that ultimate, and teams are posturing towards this dragon.
Yeah, Ona is looking to try and put some pressure on this crab as Lucy's going to get slammed into the wall. There's a paranoia as well, and Subjugate not going to be enough to save him. I'm not entirely sure what the plan was there as the Realm Warp. T1, this draft, very flexible, has a lot of options as Hook is going to catch Doran once again, and even the Valkyrie damage is going to be enough. That was an overstep. And that is one on the board here for DK. Get another one here as the Corki is very strong. Meanwhile, here towards the bottom side, this Renekton in a bit of trouble, doing a decent job to try and keep himself alive, but it doesn't quite work as Faker just barely survives. He was very close to dead.
And you saw the potions ticking. That made the difference, but now Doran in trouble.
In trouble yet again as a depth charge going to come down this time around. Will be absorbed there by the ulti, and I don't think he's going to be getting out. That's another kill going over to aiming, and both of them go into his hands. Is Mega Inferno Bomb not going to be enough? Faker going to flash, and that was a good one because there are a lot of DK members down here. Carrier could be in trouble though. Steadfast Presence comes down. She catches him with the stun, and there is nowhere for this Poppy to go. More plates. All right, well, goodbye. Lucid comes over and steals it away, though. Never mind, there was a troll just waiting in there. It's like it's under a bridge. As we have a redemption coming down, Lucid gets all of his health bar back as the teleport comes in from Doran, and immediately he is blown up. And there is nothing that they can do about it. Highway robbery here by DK.
Well, they set up a trap here. I think they may have found Shiwu.
Yeah, the Crocodile has certainly been sought out as the Heroic Charge does come in. Public Execution comes down as well. The redemption this time from Beryl is going to work, but the Paranoia comes in. The flash out, he manages to get the Son of Zona, overcommits for it, and now we get some knockups to come through Beryl, but the Realm Warp, and that gets them to safety, and aiming is taking an inner turret in the mid lane.
Killer, but aiming has just been playing tower destruction duty this whole game, getting plates for days, getting towers for days, and that Doran in trouble.
Oh, another hook gonna connect. Beryl's, anchor is magnetized to Doran today. She once again in trouble here, doesn't have the Dominus, and is gonna have to try and get himself over this wall. Yeah, not going to happen. And Mega Inferno Bomb was going to be there to confirm the kill. Unfortunately, Gamushi was unable to get that because he was dead too fast. As Shiu still looking a little worse for wear, but not quite as bad as Beryl, who is basically out of this fight completely. T1 take control of the Otacon. Lucid trying to get over there as Beryl finds another hook onto Doran. The Petrifying Gaze as well onto Faker. They've taken 2 kills, but it is the Otacon secured by T1. Now can they get out of there? That's the big question. As DK, it's a bit of a sacrifice to give it away if they're not able to get a little bit more, as the pillar will come through pretty soon here from Lucid, and Ona is not getting out of this one. Aiming even able to come over and pick up the kill with the Gatling gun, and DK, as this Baron will just go to DK. There is nothing T1 can do about it. Mega Inferno Bomb not stealing it this time.
Oh, Shiwu. Not flash.
Gonna get Realm Warped on and will get interrupted there by the Steadfast Presence. Still there's a fair bit of health bar to get through, but the Satchel will hold him in place and takes down the Crocodile. A cheeky one back, and that will actually... He's almost their gold lead.
Yeah.
Alone. As now Carrier is in a lot of trouble. That trophy is just pesky.
Specifically, but he's got friends.
Yeah, he's got a lot of buddies. And the Public Execution is going to miss. There are so many things on the ground, and the turret just evaporates. Aiming looked at it, and it just exploded. Beryl going to make his way over, and I think that's the base that's going to get broken here on this push. That Rebel Baron power play that I was telling you was quite low is now obscenely large. 4,000 is the note of that one, and that means that they have a 7.5k gold lead. Yeah, he's just eating anchors.
Yeah,
As Paranoia comes down, we've got a Realm Warp to join him in here as they look for aiming, but he just gets himself out, and Beryl is going to vacate as well as Showmaker flashes for it. Lucid dives in on top, and the Nocturne and Ziggs immediately go down. Carry gets caught out, and this game, ladies and gentlemen, is over. Faker is the last man standing. Teleports come in as DK, it's their turn for the jump scare. And now they will take down another in-hit. They're going to take down some Nexus turrets as well. And DK in a classic DK Game 1 are going to be 1-0 in this series.
T1 try and find a way back in. They look for aiming, but this time he holds strong. 0 deaths in this game. 9-0-3, that early Corky pick coming up huge. And G+ will go 1-0 up in this series.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Equalizer placement was a thing, as they're setting up for a potential dive here onto Faker. Wind becomes lightning, and Lucid gonna flash out of the way, gets a nice knock up, and Faker, remember, no flash, and will be taken down by the horde of minions.
I'm gonna hold you to this.
It's likely to happen.
Oh,
as Beryl flying around a little bit here, as Kerry is ghosting for him. Let's see whether Beryl's going to be able to make it, as the Monsoon is going to be waited for, and they pile on top and take out the Janna. Wow, that was immediate punishment as soon as the Monsoon came in. Was invested towards that bottom side to guarantee the double dragon, and now Shiu is going to get left out to dry. Equalizer doing a fair bit of damage, but that's a lot of CC, and he will just be taken down. Scrap Shield will allow him to at least get this wave, or the majority of it.
Sorry, Darren, he has flash.
Well, he might have to use it here, as Lucid will be able to find the knock-up. Orb Deception comes down, and oh, he's just dead, and he knows it. Not going to be able to flash out of this one, and he will get some use. Yep, seismic shove as Shiu going to move now towards Faker. Carrier, 50% health as Showmaker looking for an angle. That's a Mega Cone, remember, as the flash forward from Doran. Monsoon from Beryl here, trying to come on through us. In fact, it was the Crescent Guard as Lucid flashes his way out, but the Cataclysm will be able to take him down. Still the Charm connects, and the Jarvan falls down as well. Doran trying to be a monster in the front line. Magumuchi is skirted on top of here by Showmaker. They take down the Scion, but they do not get the soul. That is a big deal. It's still a big win, though, for DK.
It is a Black Cleaver for aiming. We have seen this build, so not as much. Oh,
Carrier finding a Pulverize, but it's only on to Beryl for now. Crescent Guard out here as well from Lucid, who finds himself in a very awkward spot. Cataclysm, as it's a possible overextension here for Ona, but he finds a phenomenal flag and drag on top of Beryl, and then the Pulverize comes on in, but still, the damage is massive. It's just not enough. It's T1! They manage the aggro perfectly and wipe out 4 members of DK.
Yeah, D+ feel hesitant because they've lost Showmaker's ultimate. Now they have to approach. They don't have control of the area against Talia Scion.
Oh, Faker goes golden, seeing that charm coming over the wall as now Amy gets flashed into. Headbutt Pulverize, and there's everything, but he still managed to flash away. The Monsoon's down as well as Faker was taken out. Lucid gets into the backline, but Gumushi, oh no! He's taken down, and now aiming is frontlining into Doran, and that is exactly what he was looking for. DK strike back and find themselves a great team fight. Is in position, Faker looking for the wall angle, and he will be able to get that one down. Wind becomes lightning, but there's the headbutt to get the jungler out of there. Carrier might sacrifice himself, though, as the seismic shove, and down goes Lucid. Now Doran trying to get it done as Ona finds aiming, but the Relentless Pursuit's going to get him out of there. It's a good charm as well, but Ona just flashes on top of him, and Showmaker has to flash away. It's a triple for Gumiushi, and T1 this time find the team fight.
From ending, but a lot of damage is going to be done.
It should at least be an inhibitor, and they might even be able to get an avenue towards this top lane one as well. And if anything, it's going to be a gigantic swing in gold. About 4,000 is what they were able to put together here to extend that lead. And Ona comes alongside Doran to be able to take down this inner turret as well. Is the biggest deal. As now Lucid might find himself in an awkward position once again. This time has the whole crew with him, but the seismic shove comes down yet again. This time he got the ult off, but it doesn't actually matter. As now aiming finds himself in amongst 2 frontliners. Showmaker looking to make his way in, and aiming is just dead. Out of position entirely. Carrier finds the headbutt back, and you thought you were chasing the cow. He was just getting you in position to be butchered yourself. And T1, I don't think they're losing another fight in this game. But aiming not really able to do too much of anything at all, as now Doran just making his way over. Gumiushi with a nice spell shield there, avoids getting knocked up. Could have been a dangerous one, as now in goes Lucid, finds the angle as Doran's going to get pushed back. That's kind of where he wants to be. Headbutt Pulverize, and they take down both of the solo laners in an instant. Shiu does go golden, though, as aiming picks up a double, but then he's lying on the floor. And Lucid, the last man standing. It's a quadra kill for the Jarvan as they're looking to set it up, and there's the Penta for Ona. If there's ever anyone who is deserving in this game, it is Owner. He has been so good and gets to celebrate with a jungle pentakill at the end.
A crazy performance from Owner, delivering the bounce house onto D+, this J4 performance. And
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Xiu looking for an angle here once again, flashed for it. But now Beryl is looking for a bit of an angle, and Faker is in trouble. Lucid turns up as well, and this will be first blood being delivered to the Monkey King.
early on,
Flash in from Doran, looking for the angle. Owner is here as Xiu tries to make the world end, but it's his world that is going down.
getting
Up
all
in
that
the
constant pressure.
All right, we've just got a killer instinct as aiming goes in. Level 5 for Gumushi, so we can't use the Featherstorm. Still, Owner is going to turn up. It will be Guma going down, and Owner not going to be able to do this one by himself. And all of the grubs will be here picked up by DK. T1 in position. Shape Splitter not going to be the option here as Owner walking so quickly as Lucid will get himself out of there, and Beryl will not. He is extraordinarily dead.
Yeah.
So Beryl for grubs. It is very silly as now Doran is in a lot of trouble. Does have Slicing Maelstrom, but there is the Cyclone to come down. Lucid will die as Doran even lives. Aiming comes in and finishes him off, but now Xiu is the one in trouble. Pop Blossom here, and it's not going to be enough to save anything. And in fact, I think Beryl is just going to die, and Kerry is going to come on over and make sure that that happens. That was not the dive that DK was looking for.
Huge turnaround play for T1. The Pantheon coming in clutch there.
As DK looking for a bit of an angle towards this turret, but Doran says no, and a massive Pop Blossom to come through, but it's only onto the cannon, and Carrier comes on over. Beryl is going to be dead yet again. That's 0-3 for this Nico, and another kill going over to the cannon. They might be able to get aiming as well, and there it is, and in comes Owner once again. Xiu's going to get taken down. Now Lucid's by himself, and DK are just falling apart unless it is, no, it's not. And Owner is going to pick up a double. That's a 6-0 Pantheon. Well, Showmaker looking for a bit of an angle here. Gravity Field is down in a decent position as Doran going to get flashed on here. Xiu finds his way over, and there is the shutdown. It's Showmaker that actually collects the kill.
Fishing a little bit, but they don't over... Oh, no.
Well, Xiu is likely to die. Unfortunately, his Sundered Sky's not quite enough.
That's a lot of damage. Power as well.
And at this point, DK are just getting pulled around the map. Gumushi might be in trouble. This time he has Featherstorm, though, and a whole bunch of friends. And T1 are going to flash towards them. There's Faker picking up the two-man Shockwave. Now Lucid's in trouble. Cyclone has to be used very defensively, but I just don't think it's defensive enough. And in goes Owner to lock down the kill. That is a legendary Pantheon. As aiming is now going to, speaking of which, just get flashed on. There's the Shockwave, and where did he go? He's just gone.
But he's fine dying once he's pressed his ultimate.
Well, Pop Blossom is going to find one here, but Owner says goodbye, Beryl. And down he will go. Now Lucid finding himself in an awkward spot as the angle from Doran is glorious. Just executes aiming and looks to make his way out. The man drop comes in and Doran goes down, but it does not matter. It's only Xiu left alive. He's going to try and umbrally dash away. He's a very cute snowman pushing out this mid-wave. And the Baron still hasn't gone down yet, and they still managed to get that inner. So Owner and Gumushi going to be able to finish this one off, and there it goes. That doesn't seem very fair. But now they're looking to catch Faker out of position. Nice two-man Shockwave does come in as Pop Blossom will pick him up, but the Wild Growth is there, and Owner gets on top of aiming. They're like, that's cute, but our Oriana is a tank. Xiu trying to get in there, but Carrier just walks him around like he's taking the dog for a walk. And now Lucid, he's going to try and get out of there. And the Monkey not going to be able to affect the ending of this game in a positive way for DK. I think they're going to have to look for the next one if they want to make a victory, because T1 are moving towards match point, and they're doing so in style as 13-0-4 for this Pantheon. And if there's ever a way to break a losing streak, this is a pretty good way to do it.
Honestly, this has been the best Owner performance we've had since last game.
Yeah,
he's been on a tear.
An absolute tear, yeah.
Absolute tear. D+. getting forced back onto their fountain, trying to look for a return, unable to find it, and T1 will take us to match point in the series.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을
It's a lot of okay on both sides of the rift here as the Powerball once again going to come on through here as Deadly Flourish comes down. Carrier will turn up as Beryl is doing his very best to get value out of this, but he will just get hit by this Zenith Blade as in goes Carrier, and now just looking to try and latch on to Beryl. Shield of Daybreak comes in, but Beryl is going to be the flash from Ona, and he tanks up the turret, but he is not worried about it at all, and as it turns out,
whether D+ continue on in their playoff run or not, isn't this the way Beryl wants to go?
Ooh, nice taunt to come down there as Doran was kind of baiting. Cannon Barrage does come on through as there is the slam from Ona. Picks up yet another one onto Beryl because he's been playing so incredibly well.
Oh man, coming in with a Morgana ult.
Oh,
I think Amy's going to try and ult to assist Beryl.
Well, let's see whether the curtain call is going to work because Beryl is very, very dead. Feats of Warfare do come down. Well, never mind. He is going to be able to slam his way over the wall. That was close. Nicely played, but another one does come in there, and they landed onto Lucid. He just gets blown up, and now Beryl will maybe survive. Gets the Powerball out, is now aiming, trying to get some work done onto Ona, but they had the Cannon Barrage there in position as well, so Ona is going to be just fine. Blackfire Torch completed here for Showmaker, but he's been a bit of a non-factor so far in this game as Carrier just wraps around looking for Shiu. He does press the Grandmaster's Might button, but I still think he's just dead. Lucid turns up, but a little late.
I mean, he actually has a bigger lead than Ona does.
Yeah, it's completely ridiculous as now Showmaker tries to put down the Soul Shackles, and the Redemption helps Faker out here and just destroys the Morgana.
A big punish from D+ is...
He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. Lucid might be okay as well as Faker throws down a bear, but the Doggo is looking to take him down. Still very, very close as it's a 1-for-1, but that is one on the board for DK.
Definitely say... Oh no.
Wait, he just gets ignited, and the Solar Flare comes down, thankfully. Black Shield is going to be there, but he still dies! See whether that's going to work out here as the curtains have been called. Gumushi going to get slowed down momentarily. A couple of bullets will land as now Showmaker, let's see whether he can land the Dark Binding, and he can't. So Gumushi does take a lot of bullets, and now we've got Lucid going in, and then going untargetable. We'll see whether he can actually survive as the Pickle's not going to connect, and Ona is so incredibly strong. He'll find Beryl yet again as Shiu now trying to do something, but he cannot protect his Bowser. He is going to be able to slam his way out, and there is Ona going golden as well. Man, he can afford that? That is ridiculous as Showmaker looks for the Soul Shackles onto Carrier. He does walk his way out. It's only Lucid that's died so far, but now Showmaker might be the one going down. As he flashes away, the Dark Binding will be avoided. And Ona now looks for some chains, but does not get them. And Doran is taking it in a turret in the top lane. Okay, we got a flanking teleport. Let's see whether this one's going to work out as Lucid turns up as well. Doran is the target. He eats some oranges, not quite as K as he wants to be, and so that is a kill. Yeah. He has a Collector. And a BF sword in comparison to the Tunneler. As, all right, flash out from Faker. Showmaker looks for a bit of an angle. Curtain Call comes in alongside the Black Shield, and aiming is able to finish it off. It's only 7.7k.
Well, less than it has been for a while. Okay, Beryl's going in.
This might be a bridge too far, as Shiu is actually over here. Looks to dive in on top of Carrier, but the Cloud Rift going to be helping out. Now the Cannon Barrage comes on through. Grandmaster's Might once again. Not going to quite be enough as the bullet time finishes off the Jax. And now Lucid just desperately trying to jump over a wall. He might be able to do so, but instead, it's Gumushi that locks this one up. T1 dropping their wallets on them in the end is now aiming, looking for an angle. Showmaker, can you actually find the CC? As Beryl power slams! And he's dead. Gumishi's going to be able to lock that one up. And now Showmaker, oh, the chains just barely missing a link. I'm so glad that the Korean broadcast as well has realized that this is the more important thing to focus on. As, all right, we got a slam on in here from Beryl, who taunts up Ona. Oh, it's not actually on the Korean broadcast. This is actually Ji-sun and Yundo that are doing this just for us. Oh, that is even better.
We're blessed.
As we might be blessed with a team fight as well, as Beryl is in a bit of trouble. Some bullets coming on through there, stolen away by Ona, as it's curtains for Beryl once again for the 6th time. We call that the reverse Ona from the Pantheon game. So maybe we'll save that for when Nexuses are exploding.
I think that's a good plan.
Some shackles coming
Okay.
on through. Dark Binding will connect here as the taunt comes down as well. The chain CC comes in. Doran is difficult to kill, but aiming, he's got a 3rd bullet. As, all right, flash in from Shu, looking for Faker here. But Faker's still offering a fair bit of damage back, and
they got him.
they did manage to get him.
Okay.
And also getting the bear value as well. Precisely what they're going to do. Lucid going to be able to dodge the solar flare relatively well. Bullet time is going to get eaten as well. And Beryl finding a wraparound, looking for Carrier. Let's see whether they can actually lock him down. Down he will go. There's now Shiu. Oh, the cannon barrage not getting the most value. Shiu's actually able to go golden as well. But the leap strike gets himself out of there. Faker follows with a huge bear though. Drops it on top of them. Aiming just barely limping his way out. And it's the flash in from Ona. Finds the slam to take down the Jin. Showmaker just doing his best to clear out some of these minions, and the Soul Shackles to come on forward. He's dead, ladies and gentlemen, although he does flash to get himself. Oh my, what the heck just happened? At least for the moment, but Ona is just going to come through and take this one down. That is a taunt on top of Ona, and he goes golden with that Zonya's purchased earlier. Now Lucid in a little bit of trouble as he is able to get through the base gate.
Ona's 5 levels up on Lucid. He is 5 levels up on Lucid.
He's level 18. He's 2 levels above the highest level on the other team, and now they go in. Faker is going to go down. Shu's going to go golden once again. The interruption is decent as Lucid gets into the backline to take down Gumayushi. And Shu looking for an angle. There is no Zonya's on Ona, and that is actually going to be almost an ace. Doran is alive, but DK just want to fight. Barrels hurt so much. The cannon barrage comes down as well. Aiming does a lot of damage, but that is going to be Cloud Soul coming in. But there's the slam from Beryl. They're looking to try and take down Gumayushi, but Ona is able to take him down. Oh my god, the damage from T1 is disgusting. Showmaker looking to lock down Faker, but I just don't think it's going to work. Aiming, finding some bullets, but there he goes. That's the ace. That's the last-ditch effort. And T1 here in Game 4 will book their ticket to Worlds and give themselves a chance to still win the LCK here in 2025.
The back-to-back world champions won't be denied an opportunity to run it back one more time and still can run that lower bracket and try and win the LCK.